Hi guys, welcome back, and for the new watchers and new subbies, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an ombre effect using cover beige from Mia's Secret and a lemon green acrylic that I made myself. I've already pushed back my cuticles and buffed the shine off my natural nail. And now we're going to be applying our tips. I've already kind of shaped the tips just a little bit, so now we're just going to be gluing them on. And now on my ring finger, I am going to be using a clear nail instead of a natural tip because I am going to be leaving that nail completely clear. So we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be doing natural nails on all the nails except the ring finger. Once we've applied the tips, we're going to go in with our sanding band and we're going to be blending the nail tip to our natural nail. And I was only going to be doing this on the ring finger, but I just decided to go ahead and do the entire nails. You do mainly want to do this when your nails are going to be translucent or transparent. And like I said, I'm on the ring finger, it's going to be completely clear, so I mainly wanted to focus on having that specific nail clear. I wanted to have that nail completely flush with my nail bed. So we're going to go ahead now and shape our nail tips once again. I already did a little bit before, but once you apply your tips, it's a little bit different. You do have to adjust them just a little bit. So we're filing the sides and the tip of the nail. Once we're done blending the tips, we're going to go ahead and dust our nails with a brush and clean them with a lint-free wipe. And now we're going to be going in with our Mia's Secret nail prep. We're going to be applying 2 coats of that. And you do want to make sure that you don't get any of the dehydrator or the nail prep or the primer on your skin, because it can cause an allergic reaction or just it can do damage. So make sure you don't get any of that, or any of the acrylics or any monomer, or try to stay away from your skin. Now we're going to be going to our primer, and I'm using the No Lift Nails, and we're going to be applying 2 coats of that as well. Now I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the material that I'm going to be using. I am using the monomer from Max's Strata. I'm using the cover beige and the lemon green acrylic that I made myself. Now this is the first time that I am using Max's monomer, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, just as well as I've heard some not so great things about it. The bad things that I've heard was that a lot of people that usually want or try to purchase the Max's Strata's monomer is because it says it's low odor. I've heard a lot of people say that it's definitely not low odor, that it's very strong, but I wanted to try it for myself, and actually I did not. The monomer smell was not overpowering. It was very minimal, very subtle, and I absolutely loved it. I love the way I was able to work with it. It is definitely not fast setting, and it's not completely slow setting either. So I absolutely loved it. I do highly recommend it. It is not strong. If I had to use or do nails while my daughter is here, I wouldn't mind it because the smell is not completely strong. But of course, you do also want to have a very well ventilated area, just because the chemicals and the chemical fumes, they can be damaging, and they are damaging if it's not well ventilated. So I do highly recommend it. It is very low odor. So go ahead and give that a try if you're looking for a low odor. Now onto the acrylic application. We're going to be applying the lemon green to the tips of the nail, and we're going to be blending that upwards towards the cuticle area. But we do not want to get too close to the cuticle area, so that way we can do a nicely ombre effect. And now we're going to be applying the cover of beige at the cuticle area, and we're going to be blending it downwards. Now my first bead of the cover of beige, I do like to set it on top of where the lemon green ends. I do like to set it there and blend it downwards to the tip of the nail just to make it more flush. And then we're going to be going in and placing another bead at the cuticle area and blending it downwards as well. Now on my ring finger, we're going to be applying the clear acrylic, and I'm using the Mia Secret clear acrylic, and we're going to be applying that on the entire nail. Now I want to show you guys another one more of the ombre effect. We're going to be getting a bead, and we're going to place it right where the nail tip and our nail bed meet. We're going to apply that there, and we're going to blend the acrylic downwards towards the tip of the nail. Now you do not want to go above that area where the nail tip and the nail bed meet, because it would be a little bit more difficult to try to blend or make the ombre effect using the cover. So now next we're going to be applying a bead, our first bead of the cover beige, and we're going to apply that, like I said, where the lemon green ends. Now sorry guys, I did miss a little bit spot, so I'm going to go back and correct it. I missed it on the on the middle finger and the index, so I'm going to go fix that really fast. Like I was saying, now we're going to be going in back to the pinky, and we're going to apply another bead of cover beige, a little bit more down than where the nail tip and the nail bed meet. That way we can make a little bit more of an ombre effect. Now our last bead, we're going to be applying it at the cuticle area. You do not want to touch your cuticles because you will cause lifting. We're going to go ahead and blend that downwards. And if you do happen to get acrylic on your skin, you do want to go ahead and remove that right away. Now I am adding one more bead of the cover beige, just because to give it a little bit more of a gradient, a better gradient, I guess you could say. Now I am going to be encapsulating all these nails. But before we do that, I am going to go and try to fix all the rest of the little mistakes that I made. Now that we finished correcting all the little mistakes with the colored acrylic, we're going to go ahead and encapsulate, and that's just so when we go to file, we don't remove any of the colored acrylic, or if you have any decorations, you also want to encapsulate for the same reason. Once we're done applying acrylic, we're going to go in and file, and I am using this silicone shaped ceramic bit, and I like to use this around the cuticle area because it is a lot easier to get in there and remove any of the acrylic that was laid on the skin. Well, you don't lay it on there, but you know sometimes it drips, so we want to make sure we go ahead and correct that or perfect that, and this bit helps tremendously for that. Once we're done with the cone bit, we're going to go in with our safety bit, and we're going to file and perfect the shaping of the nail. Now, once we're done filing with our e-file, we're going to go in with our nail file, our hand file, and we're going to perfect the coffin shape or whatever shape you're looking to achieve. You want to go ahead and perfect that with a hand file, and it's a lot easier to do with this. And as you guys can see, I have kind of like a tapered square or a coffin shape nail, so I want to go ahead and perfect that. We're going to be filing the sides and the tip of the nail. Also on some of the nails, I will be going over the top of it. If I did see that I missed a little bit of the smoothness of the nail, we're going to go ahead and perfect that with the hand file. Once you're done filing, you're going to go ahead and want to remove any of the dust, and I am using a little brush to do so. Now on the, I forgot to do it, so I'm going back. On the clear nail, I did go in and buff it. I do want to remove a lot of those filing marks, so because it is translucent. Now we're going to go ahead and clean them with our sanitizer and with a lint pre-wipe. Now we're going to start off with the ring finger. We're going to be applying a base coat, and I use this to adhere my crystals, and it's worked perfectly every time. Usually at the end of the set, I have almost none missing. I can almost say like almost always there's like nothing missing, but there's been 1 or 2 times that I've had 1 rhinestone missing. But so we're going to be applying our crystals. I didn't have a specific order that I wanted to do it. I was just going with the flow. So we're going to be applying the crystals, and once we're done with the placement, we're going to go ahead and cure. Sorry, I forgot to add, before I cured, I did go back in with the base coat, and I added another little layer surrounding the rhinestones or the crystals, just so they'll be like very stable and not fall off. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and cure, and we're going to come back and do the remainder of the nails. We're going to be adding a base coat to the rest of the nails. And once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and cure. Now once the base coat has cured, we're going to go back in with our top coat, and we're going to be applying this to all the nails, including the ring finger, surrounding the crystals. And then once we're done applying that, we're going to go ahead and cure. Once the top coat is completely cured, we're going to come back and use our little solution, and we're going to clean our nails and remove any of that tacky layer. Now last but not least, we're going to be applying our cuticle oil, and like I always say, I like to apply this around the cuticle area and underneath my nails because they do tend to get a lot, I was going to say a little dry, but it's like a lot, it dries out a lot. So there it is. And this is the final result, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys until next time. Bye!